Hi everyone, it's Marco Brown. I recently gave a CLE about the 5 books every small firm attorney should read. And one of those books was Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Matthew Walker is a brilliant sleep researcher, probably the preeminent sleep researcher. And he wrote this fantastic book about sleep, all of its physical benefits, all of its mental and spiritual benefits, everything. It's one of my favorite books for the last 5 years. I don't want to get too much into it, but I did want to talk about one study that I thought was pretty instructive for attorneys, and I talked about it during my CLE. What they did is they took a person and they had that person sleep for an adequate amount of time during one night, so that's 8 to 9 hours, and then the next night they had that person sleep for an inadequate amount of time, about 6 hours, I think, was where they were. And then they took photos of that person and then had people rate the photos. So same facial expression, same everything, just one night of adequate sleep and the other night of inadequate sleep. What they found is when people rated the photos, when the person got inadequate sleep, all of the personality dimensions kind of went down. All the major ones went down. So people perceived the person with inadequate sleep as less charismatic, less good looking, less intelligent, less intimidating, everything. All of the markers went down. So if we think about this as attorneys, and attorneys kind of have this idea that it's a badge of honor not to sleep that much, to work on cases all the time, to work on weekends, but this research tells us differently. If we think about it as attorneys, especially if we're litigators, when we go into court, the other attorney is going to look at us when we're super, super tired. They're not going to be intimidated by us. They're not going to find us charismatic. They're not going to listen to us nearly as much. And then when we get in front of a judge or a commissioner, that judge or commissioner is going to look at us and make the exact same assessment. They're not going to be persuaded by our arguments as much. They're not going to find us as charismatic or convincing. And that's going to transfer to our clients. So we really need to think about these things. And that's just facial expression, right? Then there's the cognitive decline that goes along with not getting enough sleep. So we aren't actually going to make arguments nearly as well in front of a judge when we haven't had an adequate amount of sleep. So it's in our face, it's on our ability to argue. All of these things go down. And when you don't get adequate sleep, you just get sick. Even from day one, you get one night of inadequate sleep, you're going to start getting sick. All of these things are going to kind of come in on themselves, and you're just not going to perform nearly as well as an attorney if you haven't had adequate sleep. So go get it. Go get 8 or 9 hours a night. If you need to rearrange things in your firm or in your life in order to get adequate sleep, it is absolutely worth it. Okay, again, the book is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. I suggest reading it. It's one of the best books ever in the last 5 years. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.